4th down, and Philadelphia will have to kick. Dixon Edwards and Robert Jones.
That was tomfoolishness because the receiver never got the necessary yardage. You got to run that play. You better make sure you get beyond the sticks and make the catch then.
Kevin Williams goes back deep, and he should give the Cowboys good field position because Brian Barker will be kicking from inside his 5. Gets off another good kick. Williams will return this one, and he just gets over into Eagle territory before he's hit by Mark Woodard. Good play by Woodard after a 43-yard punt by Brian Barker. This is Barry Switzer, Dallas head coach, first visit to Veterans Stadium. He has made a trip to Philadelphia in the past, and that was when he hitched a ride to Franklin Field to watch track and field back in 1961 when he was stationed in Aberdeen, Maryland. Big track fan, as he told us yesterday.
Yeah, looking at this offense and those wide receivers with the speed, it's easy to see that he's a big fan of this team, too.
First down on the Eagle 49. Rodney Peete out of the backfield to Darrell Johnston, and Michael Zordich will run him out of bounds after a good gain on first down, a pickup of 7. The 3 divisional winners, of course, will advance to the playoffs. Dallas, Minnesota, and San Francisco. Then come the rest, and Philly's right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, and I think at this time of the year, you see all these numbers and the 6 and 6 and 5 and 7s and all that stuff. And I think the best thing to do if you're the team is forget it and just take what you have at hand and do it. Just go ahead and play the game and don't worry about anything else. I think when you think about those other teams, you get yourself in trouble.
Second down and 3 on the Eagle 42.
50.
Here's Emmitt Smith trying to go outside. He's got the first down. A burst of speed for Emmitt Smith as he gets inside the 30 and a gain of 14 yards before Britt Hager and Eric Allen bring him down.
Yeah, I want you to watch this right now. See this 1, 2, 3. 11 minus 3 means there's 8 men up here. They're daring the Cowboys to run that 8-man front. So Smith will go inside and then bounce it back outside. No contain right here. Nice block by Novacek, sealing inside on Jackson. You know, the thing with the Cowboys, if you try to defend them in the power running game, Smith is good enough to break it back outside.
Cowboys on the Eagle 28. Rodney Peete going for Michael Irvin. And it's out of bounds. Mark McMillan covering on the play.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they're looking for. That man-to-man with this man, McMillan, versus Irvin. Now you can see the difference in the height right there. And McMillan will play off, and then he'll try to burst to the ball. But notice where the ball is going to be. It's going to be high and outside. And anytime they throw that ball up, it's a distinct advantage for Irvin.
McMillan is only 5'7". Irvin is 6'2". He can jump. And Harper is 6'3", and he was a high jumper. And we saw what he did Thanksgiving Day against Terrell Buckley. Here's Emmitt Smith with Darrell Johnston with a good block.
Nice job.
Smith has another first down for the Cowboys. Close to the 15. He picked up 11.
It's funny, they walked right into that side, too, and Darrell Johnston just makes a key block on the safety walking up. You're going to see 47 come into your screen to the left, right on this side, right over here. Now watch the block. Back inside. He's trying to contain it to try to make the help come from inside. The help never shows up. And then nice job on the other end by Eric Allen of cat and mousing to be able to slow him down and making the tackle.
The Eagles have brought in Vaughn Johnson, who was activated for the first time. Former Saints linebacker in there now on first down. Emmitt Smith looking for room. Nothing there, and a loss on the play. Fuller was the first man there, and Vaughn Johnson also in on the play. Vaughn Johnson was signed when Byron Evans went down with a broken leg. Hager took his spot at middle linebacker, but Vaughn Johnson will play a lot today on goal line as well.
Well, because that's a big man. You remember Vaughn Johnson was the guy who got bit by the spider on his quad, and then it got an infection, lasted for a long time. But I think he's got a little bit more swelling all over that body. Looks like he got a couple spider bites. He's about 270 right now.
I didn't know they swelled that much.
Neither did I.
Second down and 12. Peete has a lot of time, and he goes underneath to Michael Irvin. Flag is down, and Irvin goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
That will be a touchdown because Vaughn Johnson is going to get called for holding on Novacek underneath.
And it is, as Rodney Peete indicates. You're right on it.
Holding Defense number 52. Penalty is refused. Touchdown.
And the Dallas Cowboys have scored first here with 4:06 remaining in the first quarter.
And what they're going to do is they're going to drag him across underneath. They're going to clear out everybody and just let Michael Irvin run through. You see the zone behind him. They try to match up Novacek, and that's where the hold came from, and then it's just too late.
6th touchdown catch of the year for Michael Irvin. And Rodney Peete with TD toss number 4. Chris Bonio on to add the extra point. And the kick is perfect. And the Dallas Cowboys have taken a 7-0 lead. They've had the advantage of good field position. And Rodney Peete with his 4th touchdown toss of the year. Cowboys lead the Eagles 7-0. And they began their drive in Philadelphia territory. 6 plays, 49 yards. Which will take a lot of pressure off of Rodney Peete with a 7-point lead. But a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the Eagles now.
And more pressure on that Eagle defense because the offense has sputtered so much. They're on the field more and more. And at this time of the year, when you get tired, you can't have that.
Chris Bonio will be kicking off. Walker and Hebron are back deep. It's going to be Vaughn Hebron at the 8-yard line. And Hebron doesn't get far. Good coverage by the Dallas Cowboys special teams, led by Clayton Holmes.
Well, they signed Vaughn Johnson, and I think this is where your mistake occurs because you're going to watch the Eagle play zone all the way across. Romanowski will come back outside, and he's going to have to run through the zone because they have their 3 back up top. And now they're going to get a jam, and here's the hold right there. And when he does that, see, it clears this whole quadrant right out. And that will open this all the way to the end. Now Johnson will get the jam. And it's an anemic hold, but one they called.
Eagles starting from their 26-yard line, trailing 7-0. Cunningham going deep down the sideline to Walker, and he was covered by Dixon Edwards downfield.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you can't do to this Dallas Cowboy defense. You're not going to try to beat it with speed. And certainly these 3 linebackers embody what this Dallas defense is all about. I mean, Smith, Edwards, and Robert Jones inside. These guys can flat out fly. That's why when teams try to attack them, they try to attack inside instead of out because they'll run you down.
Seems to be the only way. 2nd down and 10. On the draw play, James Joseph off the right side. And he gets up to the 30-yard line. Dixon Edwards again on the play and a pickup of 4 yards for the Eagles. The last time they scored any points in the first quarter was against the Dallas Cowboys 7 weeks ago on the touchdown pass to Herschel Walker.
And the last time they scored on a touchdown pass at all was right here against the Cardinals the first time on that tip ball to Freddie Barnett. Things have just not gone well for this team.
3rd down and 6. Cunningham out of the shotgun. Randall's getting a rush, and he's going to run for it. And he should have enough for the first down right at the sticks. Bill Bates in there on the stop.
Well, he had to take off and run again because old 94 is schooling the rookie outside. This time he just goes with speed to the top. And then Cunningham feels that and goes right back inside. You can see how Cunningham looked right back down to that offensive line. See where the rush is coming from. And once he feels it, he just takes off and runs.
Butch Davis, defensive coordinator, said we want Randall Cunningham to execute, not to run. James Joseph on a quick opener holds onto the ball and gets good yardage on 1st down. Picked up 9.
Some nice blocks inside there that time by the Eagle offensive line working against that defensive front of the Cowboys. Now what this Eagle offensive line needs, particularly on that right side, Roderick Thompson's been struggling. He's been struggling in the passing game, and he's really out of sync. We had to talk about it the other day, and in fact, at one point he said, "What the heck am I doing?" And I think any time when a guy starts questioning himself, you know, that's not a good sign.
Especially asking you.
Yeah, exactly.
2nd down and 1.
Yeah, but watching him block right there, I think he figured it out.
I think you helped him a little bit too. James Joseph with the 1st down after picking up 4 yards.
Yeah, this is what this Eagle offensive line and Broderick Thompson, watch him, 76, has to do. They just got to get his big old body on people and then just keep on driving. And at one point, I think you just got to get mean. And then I think, you know, it's almost to the point of fighting. Just right under that level, and you just got to take it real personal.
For the Eagles, it may be about aggressiveness after all. First down in midfield. Herschel Walker. Good hard running inside by the former Cowboy. He gets 6 yards. Darren Woodson making the tackle.
Getting him. Herschel a little bit ticked there, getting up and pushing and shoving.
What great speed this man has shown. I mean, he has a 91-yard touchdown run. He has caught a pass this year for 93 yards and didn't score, and he's hard to catch once he gets in the open field.
You know, more than the speed, the guy is just a total package. We said it before. Herschel Walker is the most versatile player in the National Football League.
Second down and 4. James Joseph gets inside the 40-yard line, and another Eagles first down.
And they're running right at the Cowboys. And that's what they figured they had to do. And when the Cowboys get in trouble, that's what happens. Watch this offensive line come off. And watch the nice blocking down inside. You can see all it is just a quick trap with Antone Davis on the middle linebacker. Actually, a pretty good job by Robert Jones. He needed to step up a little bit more to fill that hole right where it started.
We may get one more playoff before the end of the quarter. First down on the 39 of the Cowboys. Here is Herschel Walker out of the backfield. And Walker gets 8 or 9 yards before James Washington drives him out of bounds. And that is the end of the first quarter here at Veterans Stadium with the score, the Dallas Cowboys 7 and the Philadelphia Eagles 0. Welcome back to Philadelphia. Along with Matt Millen, I'm Dick Stockton. Butch Davis, the defensive coordinator on the right. Jim Eddy, who's with him. Davis has done a terrific job with this Dallas Cowboys defense. Twice as many sacks as a year ago at this time. Second down and 2 for the Eagles as we start the second quarter. Walker trying to cut inside, carries a couple of defenders and may have the first down. Charles Haley was there on the play. Well, they were just a couple of kids from the streets until they stepped into the ring, and now to stay on top, they'll have to sacrifice everything, even their friendship. Don't miss the world broadcast premiere of Gladiator Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox. Parental discretion is advised. First down for the Eagles. They're driving on the Cowboy 28. James Joseph finds an opening up the middle. Flag is down, and we may have a hold. James Washington made the tackle after presumably a gain of 13. But it'll be brought back. Another critical holding penalty against the Eagles as they continue, Matt, to self-destruct.
They're just not good in
Holding.
prosperity.
Offense, number 87. 10 yards, repeat first down.
Reese Johnson, they caught him on the hold, and everybody just blocked down, and they just blew that thing right up the middle. 34th holding penalty.
They already told you they lead the league in delay of the game penalties, and now they are tops in holding penalties as well.
That just killed. That's a 23-yard penalty. I mean, they picked up, what, 13 yards, and they're going back 10. 23 yards worth of penalty, and that's a tough one to overcome. Now you end up 1st and 20.
And they're back to the 38-yard line of the Cowboys. To Joseph out of the backfield. He is hit immediately by one of those linebackers, and it was Dixon Edwards. And a gain of 3 yards. Boy, anything outside you can expect to be hit, and hit in a hurry.
Yeah, these guys, they really get there. And the interesting thing to me as I was watching through the tapes, on any given play, 2 of the 3 of those Cowboy linebackers seemed to be in on the ball. I mean, it was just uncanny. They just have a knack for the ball, and the way the scheme is set up, they keep people off them. They just have to run to the football, and they do a great job of it.
Second and 17. Cunningham under pressure from Leon Lett, and finally is dropped. It was Tolbert, but it was Lett who put the first pressure on, and a loss of 9 yards. Second sack for the Cowboys.
Well, Tolbert's going to come in and get the pressure. First, Leon led outside, and the biggest reason is Charles Haley, the best stunt runner in the league. And then Broderick Thompson has a pretty deep